Opio Vincent Alpha, the Vice Chairperson of Kikuube District Local Government, and as well as the area council representing Kaboya Lower. Of course, the biggest issue that up to now, the boundary has never been opened. And we are expecting that to be done by the Minister of Lands, Kampala. And at one time, they assured us that it is going to be done in the soonest time possible, and that funds were also allocated. But to our surprise, up to now, up to tomorrow, it has never been opened. I think when the boundary is clearly opened, that will be the biggest solution into this matter. Because when we talk of Bugoma Central Forest Reserve, as of now, the boundary is not clear, and at times the NFA claims that where even the Hoima Sugar is developing is part of the forest reserve. So that is the biggest challenge. Now, as a local government, we have nothing much to do, because one, it is after clearance from NEMA that area is a grassland. That area is free of any problem. Even they went up to court. NFA took Hoima Sugar to court, and Hoima Sugar won the case.
What are the emerging issues now, given that there is no clear bound? We have seen the communities also showing worries to you.
Yeah. That's now another issue that has come up. One, the community claims that also part of that area belongs to them. It is their community land. They claim also they have offers, they have been offered by the kingdom to develop, to use it. And that's now the biggest conflict we have as leaders on the ground.
What are the community members telling you as leaders?
Of course, they tell us some part of the very area belongs to them. One, they say they were allocated the same way Hoima Sugar was allocated by the kingdom. They were equally allocated by the kingdom of Bunyoro. And the Hoima Sugar claims that no, this part belongs to me. So that is now the biggest conflict we have, more especially in the areas of Ruembao, Ruenkobe, and Izahura, and the Kabegaramiri areas. That is in Nyairongo, in Kawoya sub-county.
What's your word to these communities that are worried? Alongside the giants that are in court, and communities have taken no action. They are neither in court nor anywhere. They're just rushing to you, politicians.
Yeah, they have brought it to our attention. And last week we visited the ground with a team of security team, the local officials and other technical team. And one, we have come up with a resolution of stopping whoever is in that conflicted part, both Hoima Sugar and even the community. And they have respected that. I'm happy about it. And then secondly, tomorrow we are going back on the ground with the team of the same team, that's security, the team of technocrats and the political and also the kingdom officials. Let us ascertain exactly who is supposed to be where. And then after tomorrow's meeting in the morning, we shall also meet the kingdom officials in the palace, headed by the Katikiro, that's the Prime Minister, to also get more information about that disputed piece of land. And then the information that we shall gather will help us to make a conclusive decision.
There's also issues arising in terms of security, that the security forces guarding the investor are not in good terms with the community. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, that matter was there, but it has been controlled. We went with the head of UPDF in that area, Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Opira. He cautioned his men to ensure that they are in good books with the community. They should guard the investor as well as also give good protection of the wananchis there.
So that is
so as we talk now, the situation is calm, peaceful, and nobody is really moving, running up and down as they wait for the lasting solution that we are going to give them soon.
Some people were claiming that public services are becoming under pressure because there are many people in the forest who are operating there who are not expected in that area in terms of planning. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, because the development gives way to charcoal burning. That is the biggest activity there. Of course, the trees, as they clear, the trees must be now changed into charcoal by burning it into charcoal. So of course it attracts people. There are very good number of people there in that development area, but we have managed to send there our team from the district, including the community department team and also the local governments down at the respective sub-county and parishes, to ensure that one, we are in a critical moment whereby the whole country is affected by the epidemic that is corona. So the SOPs must be put in place. They must respect the SOPs as they operate in those areas. And then secondly, things to do with the hygiene, the normal hygiene,
water sources, and things to do with the latrines, where they are working, there must be at least something that they use. Nobody knows whether it is a Central Forest Reserve or whether Hoima Sugar is working correctly or not, because the issue is in court. But putting on environmental lens as leaders of Kikuube district, what do you have to say about the ongoing activities? We are reliably informed that there is a lot of charcoal burning and tree cutting in the forest.
You're correct. It looks a forest, but scientifically they tell you it is not a forest. It is a grassland. But when you look at it, it looks a real forest. So it is very difficult to differentiate. Even in the recommendation of the NEMA, they said we are clearing Hoima Sugar to go and develop a grassland. But when you really reach the exact place, it looks different. The picture is totally different. And technically, what they tell you, what the technical team tells you, is even totally difficult. But of course, it poses a very big risk to our natural resource, that is the Central Forest Reserve, because now the boundary is not clear and development is going on. So it poses it a very big risk, whereby you never know, the developer may easily encroach on the side that they don't expect them to move. So the best solution, the biggest solution, is coming up with a mechanism to open up the boundary of that area, so that the development area is put clearly that from point B, A to B, is the development area for sugarcane growing. And this other point is the forest reserve that must be properly guarded and protected.
Thank you so much, Vice Chairperson Kikuube District, for sharing your information with the public.
Kazi-Njema, online, live from Hoima City.